The Patriotic Empowerment Network Sierra Leone has over the years been one of the leading advocates for the rights and responsibilities of children and young people in the country. Buya Nabi Bangura is the CEO and founder of the organization. While speaking on the rationale for the countrywide youth engagement, he said his project is aimed at targeting all district headquarter towns as a way to have the voices of young people and highlight prevailing issues and profile healthy discussions to those problems.
I'm here because we want to have a project launch which we title National Youth Engagement, a project that we want to go across the country targeting the district headquarter towns for us to see how best we can have voices of young people, youth, to see how best we can highlight prevailing issues that might be good and also some challenging ones, and see how best upon the ones we would have highlighted that are bad, suggest proactive solutions, or we crowdsource solutions to get appropriately to those problems. So this is the you to actually think beyond COVID, because everywhere anyone is just talking about COVID. COVID is here, is this and that. But then let's think beyond COVID. There are still other prevailing issues amidst the COVID. So how best can we discuss those issues? You've now realized that violence goes beyond just, substance abuse, just like the presenter was saying, substance abuse and that of influence from certain influential people. But even the people themselves, youths themselves, actually, a good number of them don't know themselves. They don't know themselves as individuals. That is the reason why we've been having this increased number of violence, incidents across the country. A host of other things we've discussed, and this is exactly what we want. Let's have this voice of youth, and then across the country, you can crowdsource solutions appropriately as young.
Different facilitators were present to speak on various issues bothering young people across the country. Moses Yemekoma in his presentation spoke about the impact of COVID-19 to women and girls. Building his premises, Moses emphasized that women and girls are mostly vulnerable during extraordinary times. He called on all young people to stand up and be solutions to their problems. On his part, Ibrahim Kebe, a lecturer from the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM, played justice to the topic, violence and young people. Mr. Kebe started his presentation by explaining the importance of youth and the negative impacts of engaging in violence. As he said, to be youthful is to be useful. Conclusively, he admonished all present to be steadfast and to be each other's keeper. Participants on the day expressed their appreciation being part of the process and thus promised to take the message back home so as to benefit other young people.
The key things that I've learned is that there is change of mindset among young people. I've seen the concern from young people, especially what they've been going through, in the neighborhood where they form, and certain things which they themselves need to take up as a responsibility as youth and then change their communities.
The topic is very, very good, changing the mindsets of the youth and their roles. I've learned so far from the various speakers that have given us their ideas and their knowledge. The youth are supposed to be youths. They are not supposed to be weapons or what should I say, something to be used for violence. They're supposed to engage themselves in development, because I believe our population is made up of youth. And with youth empowering themselves, we can take Sierra Leone where we want it to be and the world at large.
Certificates of appreciation and participation were presented to all facilitators and participants after the day's engagement. Patriotic Empowerment Network Sierra Leone is in the business of changing and shaping lives. The humanitarian work of the organization is aimed at providing a holistic approach to solving some of the society's biggest challenges. For